What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Big Spotters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spin with Justice. When we left off, Queen Amara has now revealed herself to the world and all of her delightful snow white animals behind her, including the derpy tiger, which happens to be around here still, probably most likely. But then we have to think about if there's another victim so that she could have gotten her way out. And we talked about our theories on that last time, which hopefully aren't true, but we're going to find out here in a second. Someone we haven't identified yet.
How absurd.
If you channeled someone other than Minister Inga, you could have used their identity to disappear from the tomb. Another victim? Queen Amara, please add your last statement to your testimony. This could explain everything. Wasn't there some sign of another victim there in the tomb? And yet, why do I sense I'm not going to like what I'm about to find out?
I mean...
We're with you, Apollo. We don't like it either, buddy. We don't like it.
Because, like I said off camera after all that, it would make sense because Dirk did tell Apollo that what he might not, you know, there's like an ugly truth or something like that.
Yeah, truth you may not like.
Yeah.
And because I can't remember how much we said on camera or off camera when it came to the theory, because once we stopped recording, we were still talking about
going
things
on about
for a
it,
bit,
yeah.
Of course. But because we were trying to think about the fact of he wouldn't know that he was dead, because when you're channeled, you're pretty much picked up from right where you left off.
Yeah.
There's no time gap, so he wouldn't know he was dead. And that would be why he assumed that, you know, he couldn't remember anything waking up after he had the knife. But we do believe at some point he figured out what's going on.
And that's why he told Apollo he has an illness.
Yeah, he's told
like,
Apollo
I'm
he
gonna
has
die
an illness,
soon.
and that he's not going to like the truth. He would only say he wouldn't like the truth if he knew what was going on. So we assume that at some point, most likely Dirk being channeled picked up on the fact that he was being channeled was already dead.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's go ahead and press this last statement.
That makes sense if the whole, hey, yeah, I'm gonna die soon, like.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more sad.
I'm gonna be gone soon.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah. What if there's another victim besides Minister Inga?
Oh, Apollo. What on earth could you mean? The only body found in the tomb was the minister's.
Yeah, but Amara's counter-arguments are too spot on for us to rebut.
Oh, I don't like this.
Actually, there is one possibility. What's the matter, Apollo? That's one heck of a face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing, really. And yet, that means... Huh? Even Phoenix is like, what the fuck are you going on about? Second victim. There was one body there. What could you possibly be talking about? But there's... But hey, it took me right to it. Yeah, thanks, game. And it is Dirk's blood. And like we pointed out, that's way too much blood to just be, oh, I coughed it up. Whoops. And it leads right to the sarcophagus.
And it was wiped up to hide a body.
Oh, God, look at me. Right.
Oh, no.
Oh. I can't believe I'm presenting this. But it proves that there was another victim.
Oh.
Still, the only ones that are at the scene of the crime were...
Hi.
It's like a 50-50 shot, right? No. It can't be.
Would the defense counsel share something with us? Not really.
Queen Amara, you knew, didn't you?
Whatever are you talking about?
If you won't tell this court, then I will.
Well, don't keep us waiting.
This case includes a second victim. One of the two people found alive in the tomb after the minister's murder was actually already dead. But a second victim, Apollo? Queen Amara, after you channeled Minister Inga and moved to the tomb, you vanished from the scene of a crime by channeling the other victim. That explains why no one found you after the murder was discovered.
She's not saying anything.
Oh, you putrid pepper of
You
all the
shut
half-witted buffoonery to come tumbling from your lips.
You're about to be shooketh,
But
dude.
suppose I indulge you and play along with your little delusion. Tell me, Mr. Justice, who was the other victim?
Our dad, you fuckwit.
It's going black. Oh god, everything's going black. My eyes going dizzy. There's
No,
No
that
way
music.
this can be true. But... No. I can't stop now. If this is the truth, it's the only way forward to solving this case. The other victim who Queen Amara channeled was...
That's some
Trucy Wright.
That's some heavy music going on.
Yeah, it is. It almost sounds like... I mean, it's like the mood. It almost sounds like... And now we're on the $1 million question.
Oh, come on.
Listen, that's the exact same kind of tone music. $1 million. Where's Dirk?
Hey.
Is he way over here?
Final
There he
answer.
is.
Dirk, somebody. Is that your final answer?
Uh-oh.
Locked in.
Listen,
Oh,
son.
no.
Even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. There's no escaping death now that has its sights set on me.
Yeah, there's that thing that he said that we were talking about.
Dirk knew everything, but he couldn't bring himself to tell me.
Son, I'm dead. I'm sorry.
I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. He couldn't accuse the love of his life. The sad truth is, the other victim channeled by Amaro was... Whoa! You can't... That's not possible!
Jesus, calm down.
The defendant, Dirk Sadmati, is the one Queen Amara channeled. He's the other victim. This is insanity. Apollo, what are you? Do you realize what you're proposing? I demand an explanation, Mr. Justice. I don't know when or why Dirk was murdered, but the facts and evidence speak for themselves.
That epic music.
And this is where they've led me. I see. After his murder, Dirk and Maya were the only ones in the tomb. But if one of them was actually dead and being channeled by Amara... But it can't be...
That's Phoenix still.
Can it? Yeah, I know.
Okay. Sometimes it's...
I know, it gets a little pitchy
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Phoenix has his own high range as well, so...
Yeah.
Dirk's blood stain at the scene of the crime was the clincher for me.
Yeah.
He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? The only logical explanation is... Dirk had also been murdered.
He doesn't like that.
That's enough. Your explanation cannot be the truth. And you would not dare to claim to have proof to support your assertion. Niuta, I wish it weren't true. I wish with all my heart that I'm wrong.
For real.
But as much as I don't want to believe it, yes, I can prove it. Dirk's killer must have hidden his body.
In the sarcophagus.
It would have to be somewhere nobody would ever look. There's only one such place.
Yep.
Did you truly have proof?
Go check out the tomb, dude.
The fastest way
Okay.
would be to actually have someone go check the tomb.
That's exactly what I just said. Go check the tomb? But why?
Because I believe Dirk's killer hid his body here in the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's literally put my finger right
It's
on
already
it.
there, yeah.
Did you would suggest Queen Amara's sarcophagus, the only place in the tomb that no one would dare to look. Plus, the killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But a body, well, that's a horse of a different color. Which means... Ugh.
I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your Eminence, and being that Queen Amara yet lives, I trust we may now open it.
If we must.
Your Majesty, I believe Detective Sky is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter. You gonna step in, huh? You just gonna stay quiet over there?
She's not saying anything.
And she's like, fuck.
Just,
Smart kid.
just silently screaming.
Hey, Emma, you're here fast.
Wow. Oh, God.
She's like, I have a picture right here. It looks like he's been mauled by a bear at this point.
She called the tiger. No.
That's what I was about to. Damn it. All right, say your line.
Now then, Detective Sky, your report, if you please.
I'll start with my findings.
Please tell me I'm wrong. 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 Please, 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 please. Please, I don't be wrong about this.
Yeah.
I just want things to be as they were.
Oh. No, don't flashback.
Ah.
Oh.
Ah.
This is gonna hurt. Uh-oh, that's not a good face. A search of the sarcophagus revealed a body that appears to be several days old.
Body? Detective Sky. Tell me it wasn't Dirk. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base.
I have a photo of the body, and I have positively identified it as... Ooh.
There he is.
Dirk Sodmati.
He has a blue butterfly thing there. As sad as this is now all of a sudden, but I think that's a blue version of the...
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a blue one and she had a red one and she
Pink.
left hers there. Or pink. It's kind of red now. Oh, God. And now the courtroom is going to go shh. Aside from when
Or just a huge
Nayuta
uproar.
screams.
Oh. He's trying to keep it together. But...
Dirk!
Ow.
No!
Ooh. Aw. Buddy. He needs a hug.
Why? Why did this have to happen?
Just when he came back into his life, too.
Damn it, Dirk. Answer me. How can this be? Yeah, like I said, just silent. What? Is that the queen? Is that previous queen?
Amara? No, her, I think, yeah. The traitor snake, the very head of the insurgency, murdered? Oh, what a joyous day! Those fools shouting for change and revolution will finally return to whatever rocks they crawled out from under. Bitch.
Now they're going ruckus.
You freaking get the fuck out of here! Burn this place to the ground!
Ugh. He's gonna explode.
For real. Who? What
Oh.
was he even fighting for? Apollo?
Phoenix,
What am
adopt
I-
him too!
Supposed to do now? Is this when Phoenix and Lamar marry and they're like, okay, you know what? There are kids now, so there are kids.
I would approve.
Yeah. Man, Apollo is just...
Well, yeah.
I
want to give him a hug. Oh.
Son.
Oh,
A lawyer.
boy. Yep.
Should never look the way you do right now.
Is he gonna say it?
A dragon never yields.
He said it.
Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. But, Dirk, what if the truth is that you're...
Hmm.
Apollo, in court tomorrow. You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept.
Yep, there it is.
But I know you. And I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all.
Don't start with the sad music, I'm gonna cry.
Oh no. You believed in me that much, Dirk?
I've already been really emotional today.
So many dots. Dirk, I think I finally understand. I can't yield. Not now, not ever. Not after Dirk believed in me despite knowing what was about to happen. Besides, Dirk left me with two things I must do. Are you alright, Apollo? Sorry about that, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine now. Apollo.
You okay, dude?
Detective Sky!
He's having his own... yes?
How sure are you that the body's been there for a few days?
I'm positive. No autopsy's been performed yet, but I'd say it's been at least 3 days.
That's quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
That was before... Wait, really? How long's it been? Okay, it's been...
No, fortunately, the low temperature inside the sarcophagus kept it from decaying. Oh, and the chest area bore 3 gunshot wounds from a small caliber weapon.
Actually...
I believe they are the cause of death.
Okay, so I think... Well, but that still actually raises a couple questions. Wait, because... Hang on. Hold on now.
What?
Because... 3 days is the time of death. Wouldn't that put it before the Crime Village case? Because this all happened in a short span.
What? No.
We have not been in Karine for 3 days.
Well, hold on. Well, they'll probably talk about it.
Well, I'm just trying to base my theory of the fact that, well, number one, now we can say pretty safely that most likely Inga killed Dirk because of the gun caliber. We can, put that together. But did this happen beforehand? And so Amar's been channeling Dirk this entire time?
That wouldn't make any sense.
What do you mean, though? I don't know, man.
Why
It's
would
just
Amara come to the U.S. if that's what you're saying?
Because the
While
orb is in the
channeling
U.S.
Dirk.
I don't know, man. It's all a fucking complicated thing here, okay?
Besides,
There's
Nana
just-
wasn't missing for that long.
Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. I believe. Okay. Dirk's good. Oh, great. That's a great photo I want to have. I'm gonna
Dirk's
hang that one.
corpse photo.
I'm gonna
That's
hang
what
that
it's
one up
called.
on my wall. Thanks, Emma.
That's what
gonna go
it's
on my wall.
called.
At least 3 days, huh? That means Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the city. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Then who was channeling him? I think it would have to be someone who could get into and stay in the U.S. without arousing suspicion. It also had a solid cover story, so they wouldn't be seen as missing. Did Maya do it? I believe this is who was channeling Dirk when they saw him. Hang on now. Hang on now. Because Maya also had her own little thing going on, too.
She went MIA for quite some time.
Because she isn't accounted for in the whole situation either.
No.
I saved it. This is going to be a wild goose chase of a guess. Because she, as herself, could get into the U.S. on her own if she wanted to.
Yeah?
Maya? Oh, I see. She was being held hostage at the time. So it seemed only natural that she wasn't around. Right. Do you remember what she said earlier? So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, but I promised Dirk I wouldn't say.
You made a promise to Dirk?
Mm-hmm. A pretty big one. That's right.
Yeah. Dirk didn't want his own death to be known. The other members of the Defiant Dragons would lose all hope if they'd found out.
Yeah.
And that would snuff out the flames of illusion for good. Miss Faye, Dirk told you to keep quiet about this, didn't he?
Ah! I guess it's no use hiding it anymore. Yes, I promise not to tell.
Yo, at this point, can we ship Maya and Apollo, because that was technically Maya's body that saved Apollo in the temple, even though it was obviously pretty much fully Dirk at that point.
It was Dirk in Dirk's clothes.
But it was in Maya's corporeal being.
But, oh my God.
Anyways, did you say that line?
Yes.
Okay.
Dirk made me promise before he died.
So I was right then.
Apollo? There's something I need to tell you. It's about, you know, Dirk's final moments.
Why is she tearing up? I'm listening, Miss Faye. What happened in his final moments?
It was soon after I was kidnapped. Dirk paid me a visit in that tomb where I was being held captive. I'd say it was a few days before Minister Inga's murder.
I think she might have witnessed it all.
Ugh. I was gonna say he looked like he went over to her.
Yeah, because he was over by the... It looks like he tried to untie her.
Uh-huh.
Because I was wondering if almost for a second if he was the one that got tied up and then they moved his body, but that wouldn't make sense. But
no, he went...
He must have been there to try and rescue her. And that's what... Hey, young lady. Time to get you up and out of here.
She's just like, woozy. It's that revolutionary guy.
I'm here to rescue you.
You are? Why?
I figured things were a little too quiet with that stamp-sucking scumbag. So I started digging around. That's when I found you'd been abducted.
But why would a rebel help me?
Let's go before it's too late.
Uh-oh.
It already is for you, pal. Long time no see, you rebel blowhard. Inga, I know you're upset. I know you're up to something, and I'm going to find out what.
Oof. Bitch.
Yeah.
Wow. I hate him so much.
That's gotta That's what?
That's got a smart.
That doesn't make sense.
You've never heard of that saying?
No.
If you get hurt, you're like, ah, man, that smarts. You've never heard of that?
No.
Really?
I've never heard that in my life.
It's a very Brooklyn thing.
That's gotta smart.
It means that's gotta hurt, basically.
You've become a real thorn in my side, see? So it's time for you to be pushing up daisies.
Please tell me you know that saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Dirk!
How are you still up?
Because he's
damn.
a manly man.
I was about to say, you're a fucking dragon inside and
I
out.
was gonna say dragon never
Damn, that's
yields.
impressive, because your heart's in one of those, buddy.
Whoa.
Did you really think a pea shooter like that
Whoa.
could kill a dragon? What the?
Jesus.
That's when you hit the statue.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
What are you, some kind of freak? Nuts to this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Dirk was shot several times, but he barely even flinched.
That's impressive.
He sacrificed himself for me. Whoa. These ropes! I've gotta help you!
Relax. It's going to be okay. Sorry things turned out this way, but it doesn't look like I have much longer.
No, don't say that!
You're a spirit medium, aren't you? When I'm gone, I want you to channel my spirit.
Oh, you requested it. Stop it! Don't give up like that!
If you do, untying a rope like that'll be child's play.
No. Please, hang in there! You can still make it!
Promise. Promise me. One thing, young lady. It's about my son.
God, can you imagine being Maya in that situation? Dirk was talking about you, Apollo. He said he wanted to see you one last time. So he asked me to return to the US and channel his spirit.
He really said that?
Mm-hmm. He also said he'd been meaning to visit you for years, but kept putting it off. And that this was his last chance.
You just show up here without warning after all this time? What gives? I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice.
Wow.
Right, why don't you tell me the real reason you're here?
It's so much sadder now!
I know, right?
You should have ate the fucking sushi!
Dirk, you really did come to the US because you wanted to see me.
Phoenix is like, holy fuck, dude.
Oh. I guess this means, whoops, that's the wrong button. It was Inga that hid Dirk's body in the sarcophagus after Maya left the tomb.
Apollo, you can't stop now. Dirk would want you to keep pressing on.
I know, Miss Faye. And I won't disappoint him.
Jesus Christ, the air is heavy as fucking yeah. Defense, if you're ready to proceed, I'll first have you answer this. Do you believe the accused's death will impact what we know about this case?
Yes, and I believe it can explain everything now.
Why wouldn't it impact it? No, he's still guilty.
Yeah.
Very well. Your explanation, please.
And this would explain, to make Amara good again, at least hopefully, is that she would discover that Inga killed him. But then why would she try and hide it all? That also still doesn't make quite sense. I mean, you gotta figure this all out.
Maybe she's just so used to hiding things for all these years. I don't know.
I know. Dirk entered the tomb at 3 p.m., the time the hostage exchange was to take place.
I'm just glad she didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Because I want to like Amara, you know?
Yeah. Or rather, Dirk, as channeled by Miss Faye, did. Because she was the one that was with us from the whole time from the US up to here.
Yeah.
Now, by the time he entered the tomb at 3 p.m., Mr. Inga was already dead. I said because we know the minister was murdered at 2 p.m. But there was someone else in there. This person was already hiding in the tomb, waiting to channel Dirk in place of Miss Faye. Man, was this all a big plot?
To take down Inga? Maybe.
It was you, wasn't it? The fact of the matter is, Queen Amara killed Minister Inga at 2 p.m. She then went to his private quarters and channeled his spirit. But we just said that it was, or well, this is, no, this is the
Yeah.
2:30 get the witness thing.
Yeah.
The minister, thinking he was going to be late, hurried to the tomb for the hostage exchange. Once in the tomb, Queen Amara stopped chilling Minister Inga and hid herself. Then when Dirk entered at 3 p.m., she snuck up from behind and forcibly drove Dirk's spirit out of Miss Faye's body.
Oh yeah, mediums can do that. Drove his spirit out of her body? Impossible.
Actually, there is a way to do that. I've had to do it before myself. With Megadom of Parting, that is. Using one, anyone can drive a spirit out of a person's body, even if it refused to leave.
Ugh.
Are you telling me that this extra pale brown Megatom in the tomb was... Oh, he found one? Or, the ones over there.
No, we found it.
That it was... That's right, Prosecutor Samadi. And you've seen one in action before. Just a couple cases ago. You saw how the glowing red Megatama sent the High Priest back to the Twilight Realm. And how it turned a spent pale brown afterwards. In other words, the brown Megatama found in the tomb looks that way because...
It was used.
its power had been used up in pushing Dirk's spirit out of Miss Faye's body, right?
I probably passed out as soon as Dirk's spirit left my body. I was exhausted after channeling him for so long, after all. For 3 days, she channeled him.
After that, Queen Amara must have dressed Miss Faye in her usual outfit and tied her up. Kinky.
Oh my god.
M.A. for mature audiences only.
Mom!
I'm not sure where she got the outfit, but we can assume that she had it all planned out. Then, Queen Amara must have changed into Dirk's clothes, smeared blood onto them, picked up the knife, and channeled Dirk's spirit. That's how she made it look like Dirk had committed the crime.
Why would she want to frame her own husband, though?
Okay, she's back to evil mode now.
Yeah.
And that's how she escaped right under our noses.
Gah!
She's sweating. I don't know, Apollo. The whole thing still seems a bit far-fetched.
Pokemon?
God damn it. Dirk, what was going through your mind while all this was unfolding?
I guess that's Amara?
It's either going to be Amara or it's going to be other queen if she's involved in this somehow.
I'll remember the line.
Er,
Oh, it's him.
Nayuda? So ultimately it was all for naught. Nayuda? Those dreams Revolution Dirk was always spouting. They placed nothing but false hope in the minds of the people.
What?
And
Don't
in
do
the
this
end-
now.
They were simply fantasies. Nayuda, how can you...
Yeah.
Karma has spoken. The Dream Revolution is withered on the vine. Its fate is sealed. The insurgents will soon wake from their shattered dreams. No, Dirk's dreams can't die like this. I'm not going to sit back and let that happen. I can't and I won't. Nayuda, don't forget that Dirk's been proven innocent.
Yeah.
His name is no longer tainted by the charge of murder. Now the rebels and their sympathizers who have been calling for his release can't be charged with abetting the accused.
Because he's not the accused
So the
anymore.
revolution is far from over.
Wow,
It's
are you
only-
okay?
I was a couple words ahead for some reason. It's only just begun. No, Dirk has not yet been proven innocent. You have merely indicated that the possibility of his innocence. What? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Dirk is indeed dead. However, what if it was Dirk who killed Menacinga while being channeled by Miss Faye? And while the crime could have occurred at 2 p.m., you have yet to substantively prove it. Or do you have conclusive proof that the time of Menacinga's death was at 2 p.m.? Well, no, I don't, but...
It seems further testimony will be required of me. As it would appear that I have fallen under suspicion, I would like to state my case. Prosecutor Sadmadi, the rebellion must be snuffed out once and for all. You must prove Dirk Sadmadi to be the foul murderer that he was, and every last insurgent and their sympathizers must be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act.
As you wish, Your Eminence. Why is he doing this?
Yeah!
Ron shouldn't have him under her thumb anymore. Mara's not a hostage, so what gives?
He's a bitch.
Nayuda, what's left to chain you to her like this?
He's just gone insane.
Nah, there's something deeper going on here.
He's just like it's what's the word? Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, jeez.
Very well then, Queen Mara. Please proceed with your additional testimony.
And we'll hear that additional testimony next time.
I am out for blood right now, yo.
Dude, it's messed up.
Tell me who I can fucking backhand.
We've gotta give Dirk justice. Apollo justice.
Oh my
Ace
God.
Attorney.
He better visit like Mia does.
Oh, man.
I'm a cry, man. I'm a cry.
We all are. We all are.